I'm Chris.
I'm Spencer.
This is Single Dad Homesteading, brought to you from Roots and Refuge Farm again. Hey guys, Spencer's here, the world famous from Roots and Refuge before. Me and him are going to get rocking and rolling. He's going to be running the tractor, and we're going to go through and we're going to set these posts for the corner post on the goat and alpaca patch here for Roots and Refuge. We're working on that. I had a couple things he had to do this morning, so we're gonna knock that out, and we'll show you how you go about installing and putting one of these fence posts in. You know, it's not a science. It's just different little techniques on how you put the Quikrete and stuff in, how to get them set, how to get your string lines ran, and things of that nature. So we'll walk over here real quick, and we'll go to this corner post first, and then we'll show you how Maya's pulled this string so he can get it. So if you're looking at this corner post, what we did is we came in here and you take one of these corner. This is made for, let's turn this way. These are made, this is a post square, and they're made more for square, but you can get a pretty good reading on a round post as well. What you want to do is try to get it as good. Here you go, Spencer. You want to get it as level as you can up and down. With running fencing on a terrain, you got, you know, your swells and your rises and stuff. So what you want to do is get these corner posts set, get them in Quikrete down here, and then once you have these corner posts set here and all the way at the other end, way right there, way down there, then you'll take some of this construction line and you'll pull a straight line all the way down, and that'll give you your fence in pretty much a straight line. This lighting is horrible. That'll get you a straight line, and then you can go back and you want to set your corners, need to be your 4x4s, your 6x6s. These are 8-inch round temper fencing posts. So you have one in the corner, then we'll have one here, and one right down there we're going to be working on, and that'll set your corners, and that reinforces everything. So as you're stretching your wire or you're stretching your barbed wire, that you can. Now we'll come back in here also and do an angled piece, which I'll try to get a picture here a little bit later, but we'll do an angle piece coming down at a 45 that'll support that all up, and you won't be able to pull it out of place. But the key is to get your corner posts set, let them set up, and then go. And then you can run your T-post in between, or you can run these wooden posts there. So I'm gonna get off here for a second. When we get in here and start doing this, we'll get the first little bit poured in, and then I'll let Spencer kind of hold the camera on us. We're gonna turn Spencer into a cameraman. He doesn't know how much work he's got ahead of him over here on the farm. But we'll get that, and I'll show you how to set one of these posts. So we'll be back in just a second. Okay, one of the things I failed to mention is what you want to try to do is when you're digging your hole right here, you want to make sure that you know your frost line. So depending on where you're at in the United States, you have a frost line, and if you don't set your post or your water lines or whatever it is you're running at or below your frost line, you'll end up freezing your lines, or you'll freeze the concrete and it'll push up out of the ground. So here in South Carolina, this area, it's about 12 inches. It's not too deep. So we went ahead and went about 16 to 18 inches, and that's where we're at. So we're going to get this post set, and we'll be right back in just a second. All right, so Spencer's holding this here about where we want. And what we want to do is we want to make that bubble go between those two lines. So Spencer, push it back toward the barn this way, just a touch. Oh, nope, wrong way. Let's go back this way. I was wrong. So right about there is where you want to be. And then on your string, you want to be right on the string. And what that does is that gives you your level. And we've put a little bit of water and a little bit of Quikrete in there. And now I'm going to fill it up, and we'll show you how to tamp it and stuff in there. All right, so now we've got in here, we put a little water, a little Quikrete in the bottom. We've got everything leveled up. We poured the rest of it in, filled it up. And now what we want to do is take a stick and tamp it in all the way around like this, so that it settles and takes any pockets out of it. And then Mr. Spencer's gonna do the honors and pour some water in there. Good to go. It doesn't take much. Tamp it a little bit more. Then guys, that's how you set a T-post. It's not hard, it's not craziness. Yeah, so we'll sit that in there. We really want that T-post before we put any wire or any fencing on it. We want it set up for about at least 20. You can get away with 12 if it's really hot, like here right now it's real hot. That's going to dry up in 12 hours easy. But try to let them sit 24 hours. They'll set up really good. Then you won't have any problems pulling or putting any tension on those wires. So I hope that helps some of you. Some of you, I know that's just it's just the way it is. You guys already know how to set a post, but some people don't. So there you go. That's a quick tutorial on how to set a post, how to get your corner square, and how to run it with an Irishman. Well, I don't know if you're Irish. Are you Irish? He's a redhead.
I think I'm like 10%.
10% Irish. He's 10% Irish, everybody. So we're gonna call him an Irishman. Just playing. Spencer's one of the finest young men I've met. He works his little butt off out here. He's throwing these 80-pound bags of quickery around, and I'm like, you gotta stop. You only weigh 85. So he's good. He's got that done. As always, guys, God bless. Live with what God gives you, and we're out of here.